It's 5 in the morning. The house is quiet. The only sound is the coffee maker, a slow, rhythmic drip in the darkness. This is supposed to be your time. The 1 hour you get before the emails and the meetings and the kids and the noise all demand their piece of you. But even here, it's already started. Your mind is running through the budget spreadsheet that doesn't add up. You're rereading the draft of that difficult email for the 10th time in your head. There's that low hum of anxiety, that feeling that you're already behind. And the world tells you the answer is to be tougher, colder showers, harder workouts, wake up earlier, add more, do more, become more disciplined. We try to build this armor piece by piece, thinking if we just make it thick enough, the weight of it all won't crush us. But what if the armor is just another cage? What if all this adding is the very thing that's weighing you down? And what if the Stoics, the original masters of resilience, knew that the secret wasn't about building armor at all? It was about realizing you never needed it in the first place. The goal was never to become tough. It was to become free. They practiced something we now call voluntary discomfort, but we've twisted its meaning. We see it as another tool for self-optimization, another way to grind. But for them, it wasn't about adding pain. It was about intentionally and temporarily subtracting comfort. It was a private experiment, a quiet investigation into one single powerful question: what do I actually need to be okay? As Seneca wrote to his friend Lucilius, set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, is this the condition that I feared? Listen to that question again. Not, can I handle this? Not, am I disciplined enough? But, is this it? Is this the thing I've been so terrified of losing? The whole point is to shrink your fears, to hold them up to the light and see that they're mostly shadow. It's a dress rehearsal for hardship, designed to prove that the reality of less is never as scary as the fear of it. Think about the last time you left your headphones at home. That tiny spike of panic on the commute or at the gym, the feeling of being trapped with your own thoughts. That little moment reveals a chain you didn't even know you were wearing. Modern hustle culture tells you to push through it. The Stoic way is to quietly observe it and realize the panic is a choice. The silence isn't a threat. It's just quiet. This isn't about punishing yourself. It's about liberating yourself. Every time you do one of these small experiments, you snip one of the tiny strings that ties your peace of mind to something outside of you. The specific brand of coffee you have to have, the show you need to watch to unwind, the constant scrolling to feel connected. Each one is a tiny thread that life or luck or other people can pull on. By letting go of them willingly, just for a little while, you teach yourself a profound truth, deep in your bones. Your calm is not in those things, it's in you. It's your factory setting, So here's what this looks like tomorrow morning, not with some grand gesture, but with a small, quiet, private experiment. Choose one tiny comfort you believe you need. That first scroll through social media while the coffee brews. The podcast you always play on your commute. The glass of wine you have when you get home from work. Not something bad, just something you're attached to. And for one day, just don't. Don't replace it with anything. Don't find a better habit. Just leave a space. Let there be silence. If you skip the podcast, just drive. Notice the trees, notice the quiet. If you skip the wine, just sit with a glass of water and feel the urge, the pull to take the edge off. And when your brain screams for its usual fix, don't fight it. Just watch it. Get curious. And then ask Seneca's question: is this the condition that I feared? Is this little moment of boredom, this faint echo of desire? Is this the terrible monster I've arranged my whole life to avoid? You'll find in that quiet space that your fear was a lion, but the reality is a kitten. It was never the threat you thought it was. Doing this once is just an observation, but doing it as a regular private practice fundamentally changes your relationship with the world. You start to walk with a lighter step. You're less afraid of losing things because you've practiced letting them go. You're less anxious about tomorrow because you've proven to yourself today that you need very little to be content. You become harder to manipulate, harder to scare, harder to sell to. You stop trying to build armor against the world. You start to realize you were born unbreakable. Hardship you choose is practice. Hardship that chooses you is the performance.